All right. Greetings and blessings, my beautiful soul family. I hope everyone is doing well today and filled with what? You already know how we say it over here, filled with the attitude of gratitude, right? And so today I wanted to get into a little bit of the basic chakras, the things that we talk about on this channel and kind of give it like a little breakdown on a little chart and stuff. So, just a little, throw it out there quickly. I'm left handed, so, squares ain't gonna be the same. They gonna be at a slant, but it's the information that I want you all to take away from my little whiteboard here, right? And before I get started, right, I have to I want to say a quote because Ayana Van Zant, oh, I may be butchering her name, please forgive me, but she is my mentor. And she said a quote a couple of days, I just happened to hear it, and I wrote it down. And it is so true, and I think that it ties into what we're about to get into, and it's just the basics of the chakra learning. This ain't gonna take that long. We're just gonna get into the seven chakras, starting from the root going up to the crown, and we're gonna talk about our energy centers, which are our chakras. Okay, but before we get into that, I want to read this, and she said, "Everything comes into your life by energetic invitation." Let me read that part again. Everything comes into your life by energetic invitation. So if you're vibrating high, it's going to come in high. And if you are vibrating low, you're going to be inviting low vibrational people, things, experiences into your life. And so that's why when we talk about our chakras, you know, that helps us balance out, and that helps us with our energetic invitations, that helps us speak out into the universe what we want, that helps us to magnetize and manifest the lives that we want to co-create with the universe. So whenever we talk about energy, when we talk about our chakras, our energy centers, they play an important role in how we are experiencing this journey that we are on. You know, I just wanted to throw that out there. I love it. But okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get into ETHC's basic chakra learning. All right. And we're going to start from the root and we're going to work our way up to the crown chakra. And, depending upon if you're left handed or right handed, I want you all to, put your hand on the location of the chakras as we go through them. Okay. Just for familiarization. So we're going to start off with the root chakra. The root chakra, okay? The root chakra, the color is represented by red. The location is at the base of the spine. So I want you to put your hand at the base of your spine. This is where your chakra, this is where the root chakra is located, okay? The life principle of the root chakra is survival and safety. Talking about your physical safety, your survival instincts, you know what I'm saying? You got to have a roof over your head. You have to have food to eat, you know what I'm saying? You have, your family. And one thing also that I did not put on the life principle that is so very important when it comes to the root chakra, and that is the connection that you have with your ancestors through your DNA. Okay? That root chakra will connect you to your ancestors through the activation of your root chakra so that you'll be able to open up to the universe, to your ancestors, to your spirit guides, right? And so whenever all of your chakras are in balance, not I am balance, but they are in the correct balance, you'll feel like a tingling going up from the root of, from the base of your spine all the way up to your head, to the top of your head. This is called a Kundalini awakening. And we'll get into that a little bit further because, again, I digress. But the life principle, again, for the root chakra is for your safety, for survival, kind of like that, the Maslow triangle. I don't know if you guys can remember that or if you guys have ever came across that learning, but that's what you're talking about when your survival and your safety in the root chakra. That's the life principle. And again, connecting you with your DNA and connecting you to your ancestors through your DNA. Okay? The organ of the root chakra, it didn't have an organ, but it said elimination. So we all know that whenever you eliminate, it comes out through the anus. Okay? So that's the organ that's associated with it, the root chakra. The correct balance is you have stability, you have health, and you have vibrant energy. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's not talking about waking up every morning, like the seven dwarfs, how ho is off to work we go, because you understand we have to feel all these emotions. That's what this experience is all about. But for the stability, we're talking about, again, making sure you got a roof over your head, food in your mouth, surrounded by family, loved ones, because that all has a bearing on your stability, your health, making sure you're taking care of yourself, vibrant energy, being able to be, feeling good about you, feeling good about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Carrying that vibrant energy around so whenever you step in the room, they already know who you are without you even saying a word. Okay? That's whenever your root chakra is in the correct balance. Whenever it is out of balance or it is, whenever it is out of balance, when it can be excessive or it can be depleted whenever it's out of balance. So whenever your root chakra is out of balance, then you are sluggish. You may tend to be constipated. Okay, that's whenever it's excessive. What do you mean by excessive? Whenever you are always in that survival mode, that your anxiety. That's the depleted portion of the root chakra. Whenever you have anxiety, fear, always feeling like something is gonna go wrong, those are some of the examples of whenever your root chakra can be excessively out of balance, or it can be depleted, okay, to make it out of balance. All right. So what are the things that you can do to correct that balance for your root chakra? Well, number one, make sure you surround yourself by your family and your loved ones. Make sure that you're feeling safe, and secure. And with that, vibrate in that energy of feeling safe and secure. When you wake up in the morning, knowing that you got a roof over your head, food in your mouth, money in the account to take care of the things that need to be taken care of. That is that stability. So whenever you are resonating and vibrating in that energy, then you're going to have that correct balance. You're not going to feel sluggish. You're not going to feel constipated, and you won't have any fear. Okay? Or, it won't be a crippling fear, or anxiety will make you stop, or, not doing things that, need to be done. Okay? Next chakra, we're moving on up. I want you to take your hand. The color is orange. Okay? And I want you to take your hand and I want you to move it to your lower abdomen. Your lower abdomen. And that is where the sacral chakra is located. The life principle of the sacral chakra is creativity, sexuality, and emotions. And whenever a lot of people start learning about the chakras, the thing that they zone in on the most is sexuality, the sexual part of it. But knowing and understanding that in that sacral chakra also helps regulate your emotions, to be emotionally intelligent, to make the decisions that that need to be made in order for your journey to be peaceful, for you to learn on your journey and to continuously evolve, okay? The organ that is associated with the sacral chakra is the reproductive organs. We're talking about your kidney and talking about your bladder, okay? The correct balance for your sacral chakra: happiness, joy, sensuality, creativity. Those are the things that you feel whenever that sacral chakra is in the correct balance. Some of the symptoms of an excessive and a depleted sacral chakra: obsessive, attachment, oversensitivity, fear, guilt, and insecurity. So again, those are the things that can make your sacral chakra become unbalanced or imbalanced, okay? So you have to try to, these are the things that we learn about, which in turn will make you learn and understand more about you. Okay, if I am exhibiting obsessive, traits, or if somebody may, deem me as obsessive, then what kind of frequency am I putting out there? What am I doing to make them think that I am obsessive? That's just an example that I'm giving you all, but you see how you have to go inside yourself. That's where that shadow work comes in, to figure out what it is that I'm doing to make my sacral chakra out of balance, okay? What happened while I was growing up, because a lot of people don't understand that your experiences growing up as a child all the way up have a bearing on your relationships as an adult. Believe it, know it, okay? And so if you find yourself not really knowing why the same patterns are being repeated, maybe by the same patterns or the same cycles, but with different people, it's again, we got to roll it all the way back to how my mentor said, everything comes into your life by energetic invitation. So what are we sending out, okay? Next chakra is the solar plexus chakra. It is identified by the color yellow, and I want you to take your hand and move it up to the navel, or the center of your navel, and that is where the solar plexus chakra is located. The solar plexus chakra is life principle, is personal power, strength, and identity. A lot of people like to say that within the solar plexus, is the ego. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. That's why we're talking about that identity. You know what I'm saying? So that is the life principle of the solar plexus chakra. The organ that is associated with the solar plexus chakra is the digestive system, the adrenal glands, okay? The correct balance: you will have feelings of strength. You'll be strong, courage, willpower, self-esteem. No matter what the person to the left or to the right may say about you, that solar plexus is driving that self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? Some of the things that, other people have been a naysayer, oh, you ain't gonna do that, or it ain't even nothing about trying to prove anything to anybody else, but it's stepping out and having the courage to go against the grain, to not walk with the crowd, to step outside the crowd and pave your own way. It's okay to do that. You can have the courage to do that. That's what a correct balanced solar plexus chakra will have you doing out here. Stepping off the path that everybody else is going, right? And you got to have strength to do that, because there's going to be some on your journey. You know what I'm talking about. All right, so whenever that solar plexus chakra is out of balance, you will again exhibit signs and symptoms of an excessive or depleted one by somebody being power hungry, being controlling, being competitive or overly competitive, because there ain't nothing wrong with being, a little bit competitive, but not everything ain't got to be competitive, a competition. Power hungry is, yeah, I know I got the power, but I'm still going to make this person do what I say because I know that I have the power. Or I can't wait till I get in power, because whenever I get in power, ooh, boy, I'm going to make, yeah. Come on, we got to make sure that we are staying in the correct balance, okay? Depleted, chronic fatigue, poor digestion, and feeling powerlessness. Okay, those are some of the signs and symptoms of whenever your solar plexus chakra is, oh my gosh, I'm at 15 minutes, is excessive and depleted. Moving on up to the heart chakra. The heart chakra, let's go ahead and move our hand up to the middle of our chest. It is identified by the color green, and of course the life principle of the heart chakra is love. The organ that is associated with the heart chakra is the heart. And in the correct balance, okay, you are able to easily give and receive love, have compassion and empathy. Okay, whenever it is excessive or depleted, you can be codependent, jealous, lack of empathy, lack of compassion. You can have bitterness, loneliness, and intolerable. You can be all those things whenever that heart chakra is not in the correct balance. And again, that all comes about by, learning yourself. You can't just sit here and say, well, that's just the way I am. No, that's played out. Now is the time to get down and get deep and don't be afraid of yourself. Because a lot of people are afraid to get down and dirty into the shadows of themselves because they don't want to do the work. So whenever you don't do the work, you tend to resonate in those lower vibrations, in those energetic vibrations that bring about instability from the root, which brings about obsessive or being, oversensitive from the sacral chakra, which brings about being controlling or overly competitive in the solar plexus chakra, which brings about being jealous, having no empathy for others. Okay? Moving right along to the throat chakra. The throat chakra, of course, is located in the throat. It is identified by the color blue, and it has to do with your communication, words, and truth. Now, whenever we do our wisdom tarot chakra deck, we always talk about what chakra those cards are resonating in. And whenever we talk about the throat chakra, this is whenever you are magnetizing and you are putting your intent out into the universe. Okay? You are speaking, you are communicating words of truth. You are communicating with the things and being specific in the things that you want in your life. That's where that throat chakra comes about, right? Smooth communication in the correct balance. If it's excessive or depleted, may experience gossip, excessive talk, loud talk, or inability to express oneself, okay? Moving right along to the throat chakra. To the third eye chakra. The third eye chakra, let's move along. Let's move our hand up in between our forehead, between the eyes. The color associated with the third eye chakra is indigo. Life principle is insight and intuition. And this is what I talk about all the time on the channel, how we tap into our intuition to guide us on this journey called life, right? We rely on the guidance, of our ancestors, our spirit guides, the universe for insight. When we bust that third eye wide open, you can't unsee what you, once it's open, okay? The organ associated with it is the pituitary gland, your brain, your eyes, and your nose. Because again, those are your senses, right? So if those are your senses, you know what I'm saying? Like, you use your brain because your brain is the one that tells your eyes to see. Your brain is the one that tells your nose to smell, In the correct balance, you'll have, dream recall. You'll be able to visualize the life that you want to live. You'll be able to hone in and sharpen your intuition, learn how to trust your intuition, and you'll be able to tap into the skills of creativity, tap into the blessings and the gifts that were given to you, from your ancestors before you even got here. That's what we talk about when we talk about that visualization. When you visualize, you are magnetizing so that you can be able to manifest what it is that you want in your life. Goodness gracious, I'm at 20 minutes. Okay. So excessive or headaches, nightmares, lack of focus, if it's depleted, inability to visualize or imagine. And last but certainly not least is your crown chakra. So we're going to move on up to the top of our head, right above our head. And that is the location of the crown chakra. The color that is associated with the crown chakra is purple. The life principle is enlightenment and understanding. That means, getting that relationship with the divine, with the creator, whomever it is that you have faith in. That's what we're talking about, that enlightenment and understanding, okay? The organ associated with that is the pineal gland. And in correct balance, you'll have peace, you'll have wisdom. That means during this journey called life, we are always living, learning, mastering. We're always living, learning, and mastering. We've never learned everything. And if you have learned everything that is to learn about yourself, then why are you here? So again, it's always, not saying it's wash, rinse, and repeat. But you got to live to learn. And once you learn, then you manifest those lessons that you master those lessons that you have learned. Let's learn something else. Let's live it. Let's learn it. Let's master it. And we'll keep doing it like that, right? But that's where that peace and that wisdom come from. Excessive, daydreamy, feeling superior to others. And if it's depleted, then you feel skeptical, difficulty thinking, difficulty concentrating. Okay? So whenever all of these chakras are in the correct balance, these are some of the things that you will feel. This is some of the things that you will see, right? And of course, we haven't got to where, the certain foods that you can eat to put your chakras into balance, colors, of course, and it's all about your mind. I was tapping my head. All right. So I hope this wasn't excessively long. I appreciate you all for the support. Again, this is just a little basic chakra learning thing. And please subscribe and hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. Until next time, stay safe in these spiritual streets. And I'm out.